AskReddit by Johnny Come Latter. What's the best insult you have ever heard? You're a walking condom ad. If all the village idiots, from all the villages, left their villages, and made their own village, of idiots. In that village, you would be the village idiot, Colin Lane from Lano and Woodley. I envy people who've never met you. You look like God drew you with his left hand. When God was given out heads, you thought he said beds and asked for a king size. Lady Astor and Winston Churchill. LA, Mr. Churchill, I believe you are drunk. WC, yes, but you are ugly, and in the morning, I shall be sober. Lady Astor, if you were my husband, I'd put poison in your coffee. Churchill, if you were my wife, I'd drink it. I was all outfitted to go out gardening, and my grandson, who was 6, said, "Do you know what sarcasm is, Grammy?" I was perplexed, so I said, "I think so," and then he said, "Nice hat." I'm still laughing. 16-year-old me trying to convince my dad to take my fiends and I to see American Pie. Dad, so what is it about? Me, a group of high school friends trying to lose their virginity. Dad, I can stay home and see that. Damn. Dad's throwing all the shade. The fact that you managed to dress yourself and not cause an accident on the way to work is incredible, so I'll excuse how bad you are at your job. You have a face that only a mother can love. You have a face made for radio. My friend once called me a yeast-infected cum bubble in an argument, and it was so incredible I've been laughing about it since 2004. And I'm gonna be laughing about it now too. You look like a grasshopper. The girl in question did have some eyes that were quite far apart. Fetal alcohol syndrome. Should be called goldfish head. You so dense, light cannot escape from you, my nerdy friend. Lol. My great aunt held up her little finger at my dad and told him, "I'm giving you the feather, because you're not worth the whole bird." I saw someone call another human being an ankle. And when the other was visibly confused he said, "You know, 3 feet below a cunt." And I've never been the same since. I like it. If I wanted to hear from an asshole, I'd fart. You are not as attractive as you imagine you are. Are airy insults. Thank you for this. Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberries. I fart in your general direction. It's a very situational one, but I had a really tall burly woman for a teacher and someone said she looked like Hulk Hogan in a dress. Dunno why it made me laugh so much. I had a strict teacher and someone questioned her usage of English. She then said, "I'll have you know I was an English major," to which he replied, "I would have sworn you were a German general." You are like the end piece of bread in a loaf. Everyone touches you but no one wants you. The hoe of the bread. When you walk into a bar, women cover their drinks. Schizophrenic lady hurling standard weird insults at everyone walking by. She paused for a second and gave me a once over, then calmly sneered, "You were a C student in high school." Then turned away dismissively. Like I wasn't. So the insult isn't even accurate or even that terrible if it was true, but the way she looked into my soul and determined I was at best an average intelligence person for life was so cutting, coming from a crazy person who several seconds ago was screaming at strangers for putting microchips in her head and that Nike shoes are a tool of alien overlords. That C student remark still haunts me, man. My friend named Dick was being funny at a restaurant and the waitress says, "Is Dick your name or is that what they call you, lol?" If you were the trophy at the end of a race, I would walk backwards. Judge Judy. Loosely translated, how am I supposed to forget you? If anytime I go out in the streets, everything reminds me of you. The rubbish, the dog poop, the ugly people. Fucking brutal.